Good afternoon. Welcome to the Wilmington High School Class of 2001 Commencement Program. May I introduce Dr. Geraldine O'Donnell, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Stephen Peterson, Chairman of the School Committee. Ms. Suzanne Cushing, Vice Chairman of the School Committee. Mrs. Barbara Brakey, Member of the School Committee. Mr. Paul Palazzolo, former member of the School Committee. Mr. Edward Woods, Principal. Mr. Peter Lucia, Assistant Principal. Mr. Michael Nee, Coordinator of Student Services. The faculty. The graduates.
As no one should ever enter upon any great or important undertaking without first invoking the blessing of God, we would now ask for those continued blessings to rest upon the young men and women of the Wilmington High School class of 2001 as we celebrate their commencement and they open a new chapter in their lives, may they always seek God's wisdom, direction, and truth in the days and years ahead. Amen.
I'd like to call Class President Richard Palazzolo. Raise him up. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. I'd like to call Miss Kelly Tavares to the podium now, please.
Every now and then we find a special friend who never lets us down, who understands it all, reaches out each time you fall. You're the best friend that I've found. I know you can't stay, but part of you will never ever go away. Your heart will stay. I'll make a wish for you and such a gentle mind. And if you lose your way, think back on yesterday. Remember me this way. Remember me this way. And I'll be right behind your shoulder watching you. I'll be standing by your side in all you do. And I won't ever leave as long as you believe. You just believe. I'll make a wish for you and hope it will come true, that life will just be kind to such a gentle mind. And if you lose your way, think back on yesterday. Remember me this way. Remember me this way.
Good afternoon. Today, graduates, you are celebrating one of your most memorable accomplishments. You have worked for many years to reach this goal. Yes, today you are graduating from Wilmington High School. Over the years, as you have prepared for this day, you have most likely had many disappointments and successes. Let us, at this time, focus on the meaning of success. Webster defines success as an achievement of something intended or desired, attaining wealth, fame, or prosperity. I'd like to share with you a poem written anonymously, which I believe expresses what I think is success. Success is speaking words of praise and sharing other people's ways, and doing just the best you can with every task and every plan. It's silence when your speech would hurt, politeness when your neighbor's curt. It's deafness when the scandal flows, and sympathy with others' woes. It's loyalty when duty calls, it's courage when disaster falls. It's patience when the hours are long. It's found in laughter and in song. It's in the silent time of prayer, in happiness and despair. In all of life and nothing less, we find a thing we call success. The graduates of 2001, I wish you every success in the world. God bless.
I'd like to call Richard Palazzolo to the podium, please.
Fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends, I can remember our first day here at Wilmington High School. Mr. Woods told us that the 4 years we were about to encounter would be over faster than we could ever imagine. Of course, we didn't believe him, but now, as I stand before you on graduation day, I realize that he could not have been more correct. Many of us could not wait for this day to come, but now, as we gather here today, we embrace the moment, and soon we will set sail upon our separate journeys that will take us to inconceivable places. I've learned so much over the past 4 years, not just from teachers, but also from all of you, my fellow classmates. What each of you has taught me is more valuable than any lesson I could ever learn in the classroom. You've taught me how to live, how to persevere, and how to dream. With memories of our past experiences held close, we depart cautiously, anxiously, and set sail with uncertainty toward the distant horizon of our futures. Where this journey will take us and whether our paths will ever cross again, no one can know for sure. We've been through good times and bad times together, experiences which have shaped us to be the people who we are today. Now, as we receive our diplomas, we are tempted to feel that we have reached our final destination and that our purpose is fulfilled. Yet in our quest to find and touch the future, our search for knowledge is just beginning. In the words of Sir Winston Churchill, this is not the end, is not the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. Before I close, I would like to leave you with some words that have inspired me and that have helped guide me. I hope that they will have the same effect for you. Albert Einstein once said, "Live life to the fullest. You have to color outside the lines once in a while if you want to make your life a masterpiece. Laugh some every day, keep growing, keep dreaming, keep following your heart. The important thing is not to stop questioning." Thank you for the memories from the past 4 years that I will never forget, and I wish all of you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce the class essayist, David Merry.
Good afternoon, class of 2001. This is probably the last time you will ever assemble at Wilmington High School with the rest of these men and women who have shared the high school experience with you. Now we are traveling on our separate paths and destined to do great things. Every one of us will be able to change the world shortly in ways that were impossible to us while we were in high school. Our lives are ours to mold now, and we have control of our destinies. The new freedom that we gain today is both a blessing and a responsibility at the same time. It is now we alone who set the limits for how great we can become. Today marks the point where nothing in our lives will come to us, and where everything we gain and accomplish will be through our own efforts. If you think about this for too long, it becomes extremely daunting. What a blessing that at the very point in our lives when it feels like all the support we have had is knocked out from under us, we learn how strong and deep that support really runs. We can finally see that our teachers have not only taught us to read, write, and to add, but how to succeed in life. We learn that our friends are not just people to go to the movies with, but people who we would pay hundreds of dollars in long-distance fees to talk to from college to college, to share our lives with, and to get a moral checkup from. And of course, we learned too late that our family, the group of people we avoided like a plague during high school, the people who we almost didn't talk to from week to week, who we thought would be the best thing to leave behind when we went to college, will be the only constant we have throughout our lives, and the one thing we cannot replace or do without. How ironic that we learn all this when we're about to leave it all, and how fitting that we find all this new support at the point in our lives we need it most. So while everyone, including me, will be saying, "Thank God that's finally over with," about home, school, and Wilmington in general, in our hearts we have actually just now realized how much we appreciate it all. I hope that all the support you found this year will help you through whatever happens in the years to come. I wish all the success, and more importantly, all the happiness to the men and women I graduate with today. Thank you very much.
I'm pleased to introduce the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Geraldine O'Donnell.
Thank you. Honored graduates, faculty, family members, and guests, we are all gathered here today to celebrate your commencement, the conferring of your high school diplomas representing 12 years of academic achievements. And so, with great pride in all of those achievements, I congratulate you, members of the class of 2001. But there is also a diploma recipient today who, though not seated among you, deserves our congratulations as a graduate of Wilmington High School. and that is John T. Shelley, class of 1942, who has just received his high school diploma by action of the Wilmington School Committee. As Chairman Stephen Peterson expressed in his letter to Mr. Shelley, we ask that you accept the heartfelt thanks of a grateful community for your services in the armed forces during World War II. You see, Mr. Shelley, as a senior at Wilmington High School, made the difficult and courageous sacrifice of his high school diploma to answer the call when our country needed him. And it is because of Mr. Shelley and others like him that we are able to enjoy our freedom and prosperity today. So let us remember the World War II warrior among our graduates today. Congratulations, John Shelley, and congratulations to all. Thank you. And now it is my honor to announce to you the class of 2001 essayist, David Merry. And the class of 2001 Salutatorian, Kendall O'Day. And now for our class valedictorian, Michael Comer.
I'd like to call Kendall O'Day up for the salutatorian address.
Good afternoon. We students before you today, here in our caps and gowns, have spent the past 4 years growing up together. And while we've not all had the same experiences, we all have had the same opportunities to learn and to grow together. We've all learned from our families. They have taught us our morals and our principles. They have supported us through almost every endeavor of our lives. And while they've grounded us, probably more than a few times, they've always forgiven us. They've left the porch light on and the front door open, even when we're past curfew. They've loved us and will continue to, even when no one else does. My parents certainly have done all of this for me. And while I will never be able to repay them, they have my endless gratitude. We have also learned from our teachers. From some teachers, we have learned more than problems and solutions. We have all had those teachers whose lessons extend beyond outlined curricula. For me, that teacher was Miss Aldrich. She taught me about grammar and literature, diction and syntax, priorities and work ethic, risks and consequences. She taught me about life. So to Miss Aldrich and all the teachers like her, thank you. Finally, and most importantly, we have learned from each other. We have met the friends who have lent ears for listening and offered shoulders for crying. And while we have all experienced rejection, betrayal, and pain, we have also experienced true friendship. We have found the friends who are there for us when no one else is. We have found the friends who are there for us even when we are wrong. So to my friends and fellow graduates, thank you. Thank you for growing up with me. Congratulations and good luck.
I'd like to call Michael Comer, the class valedictorian, up, please.
Faculty and administration, relatives and friends, fellow graduates, I first must congratulate the graduating class of 2001. I decided to try to make the speech as far from boring as possible, because this is probably one of the most exciting days of our lives. And I know many of us, including myself, can't wait to party. Since I was a little kid, my family always gave me good advice. The best advice they ever gave me was to be yourself, to dare to dream. I was always taught never to be afraid to take risks, to experiment, to live life the way I wanted to. While I was contemplating what to write this speech about, I drew a blank, a long blank, until it finally hit me. Be yourself, dare to dream. It was perfect. Mark Twain said, "The radical of one century is the conservative of the next." A quote which certainly holds true today, except with the fast pace of today's society, the time frame is more along the lines of a decade rather than a century. We must not be afraid to take risks, to be an individual, for no one knows for certain what the future will bring or how our individual actions may prove to enhance it. Everyone thinks of the person with the new idea as a fruitcake, a weirdo, a kook, as being out of step from society, until the idea succeeds and is adopted by everyone. Then that person is praised. After God, we are the creators of the world. It is our duty to improve it in whatever manner we can. By simply improving our own lives, by being happy with who we are, we improve upon the world around us. Dare to dream. I'll say it again. Dare to dream. But it is not that easy, because as Mark Twain also says, it is in our nature to conform, and conformity is a force which not many can successfully resist. It's so easy to do what others do, to simply blend into the crowd. But to improve ourselves and our environment, we must truly be who we want to be and be creative, because millions of geniuses live and die undiscovered by others, but more importantly, and sadly, undiscovered by themselves. We must push ourselves to our limits, because until we discover what those limits are, or in some cases if limits even exist, then we have no idea of the magnitude of things which we can successfully accomplish. As much as I hate to admit it, there are always things that are just outside of our control. However, we can limit those too by choosing who we associate ourselves with. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great. The great will help raise us to their level and even to surpass them. The great which I am referring to is a rather general group of people and is no way limited to intellectuals or athletes, although it certainly may include them. Greatness is something much more than that. It can be a sense of humor, a radiant kindness, but ultimately a personality, a desire to help others. That is what is truly great. I was always taught by my teachers never to end a speech with someone else's words. If I could, I would leave with this quote: "Let us endeavor so to live, that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry." But because of Mr. Joyce's words of advice, I cannot, and you must listen to me for a few more moments. None of our accomplishments, our graduation just being one of many, were done without the help of others. And as I look into the audience and see my friends, my fellow classmates, teammates, teachers, and parents, I feel I must thank you all, because if it was not for you, we would never be where we are today, nor continue to strive. I would especially like to thank my mom and dad for all they have done for me. And the sport I know I can rely on. I love you. And I would also like to ask that, Mom, you stop crying. Stacy and Jennifer, we have always been siblings and always been rivals. And I hope we can grow together as better friends. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thanks, friends and fellow graduates. Good luck.
I'd like to introduce the 2001 Teacher of the Year, Joyce Aldrich.
Thank you. Well, everyone, I haven't been scribbling notes to myself for next year. Notes to improve each syllabus that I teach. And I won't be spending the summer planning offbeat one-woman skits to teach tough grammatical concepts. For though a teacher can always be better than she has been, eventually she must leave. Instead of embellishing my walls, I have begun to remove the signs, the posters, the quotations. I have relegated to boxes 37 years' worth of student letters, cards, and notes, scrapbook projects for the future. Yes, I was those students' teacher, but you were my teachers each year too. And what did I learn? The memories. 1964, my first year, a student who craved structure, parameters for her behavior. Not giving up on her was exhausting. I wondered if it was even worth it. But for the last several years, Christmas has been enhanced with Christmas cards from her. And last year, she flew out from Oregon to visit. She taught me never to give up on a student. 1968, Billy. So different from his brother in behavior, in learning style. I learned from him never to compare one sibling to another. The 70s, I learned that you can give unconditional love and still teach. A teacher can sensitively encourage a student through tough family times and personal crises and still teach, still focus that student, still challenge that student, and that student will have valid self-esteem and even go on to college, to corporate life, and like Patty, to PhD status. The 80s, the 90s, be cosmopolitan. And so they were, and they wrote. And I learned that they had learned not to fear risk. Yes, they actually relocated from Wilmington to places like Dublin and Milan, successful and confident. And sometimes I had to learn to accept death. Hopes unfulfilled for students like Kim, like John, like Doug. Taken from our lives too soon, it seemed, after graduation. I learned to live with loss, with stories unfinished. So now what? Maybe I'll compose that little grammar book complete with directions to a teacher on how to pretend to find the word who on the floor, and so introduce a lesson. Perhaps in the days beyond this ritual, I'll hear from you, and through your growth, continue my learning. And I hope that you have learned this year too, influenced by our reading of Aristotle and Aquinas, Dante and Machiavelli, Ibsen, Sartre, and Camus. If you have learned from them, learned to apply and to analyze, you have already begun to examine your character, your virtues, every choice that you make, to abhor apathy and selfish personal motives, to use power judiciously, perhaps reluctantly, to value the integrity of character, to role model it in a positive way. And if you write to us about your insights, your choices, all of your teachers will continue to learn. Thank you for your goodness, and thank you for being so respectful and kind and open to learn. I will miss you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present the class of 2001. Please get ready to accept your diplomas.
Tanya Avellino. Daniel Martin Alasco. Victoria Badalato. Jonathan Bamberg. Megan Ballou. Jason M. Barrett. Kelly Bowden. Patrick Brazel. Christine Carosa. Stephen Brown. Hillary Carter. Andrew Campbell. Catherine Catanzano. Jeffrey A. Cannon. William Choi. Christina D. Simone. Andrew Coyne. Michelle Connolly. Michael Comer. Brianna Daisy. Thomas Coates. Allison Crawford. William F. Kavanaugh III. Rebecca Ganoris. Michael Gable. Nicole Giordano. Robert French. Kimberly Gillespie. James Fenley. Lauren Marie Gauthier. Robert Garrett. Laurie Kennison. Jason Hassey. Jose E. Cotto. David Hanley. Cheryl Kelly. Michael Hallis. Robin Lynn Cantor. William Hafner. Erin Marie McGrath. Jason Loring. Jennifer McGowan. Caleb Khan. Melissa Joy Maynard. David Johnson. Kerry Martin. Mark Jepson. Felicia Newhouse. David Merry. Kimberly Ann Nato. Daniel Menendez. Bethany Lynn Muchler. Bruce Richard McGinnis. Melissa Mondi. Sean McCarthy. Melissa Rubino. Michael F. Parisi. Erin Roach. Richard Paul Palazzolo. Molly Pigeon. Colin Michael Oscar. Mariana Phillips. Charles Osgood. Marlena Spur. Brian Roberts. Shannon Souza. Timothy J. Riley. Erica Ann Souza. Peter Rachel. Christy Snow. Michael Reardon. Tina Tomasi. Brian Waters. Michelle Tobin. Brian Villardo. Kelly Tilsley. David Truera. Kerry Ann Terranova. Dan Tousignant. Christopher Calway. Caitlin Marie Bransfield. Stephen Biggins. Heidi Brown. Brendan Binkowski. Colleen Cahill.
Jimmy.
Mr. Lucia.
We miss you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
James Michael Bradford. Tyler Jean Carlson. Sean Cannon.
Good job, Jen. Congratulations.
Jennifer Clement.
Congratulations.
Scott Buck. Jennifer Connell. Joseph R. Burns. Jermaine Connolly. Dean Carosa. Kelly Craig. Donald Dalton. Lisa Deneen. James Devine.
Thank you.
Catherine Dulong. John DePasquale. Penny Fetfacitis. Michael Joseph Ellsworth. Sonia Figueres. Paul Gambardella. Amanda K. Guston. Eric Goodrow. Christy Lee Hodge. David Graves. Kristen Hudson. Andrew Evan Hackett. Mary Grace Inglese. Joshua Hiltz. Tiffany Cott. Joshua Howlett. Natasha LeClaire. Dean Iantilli. Kelly Leet. John Jamerson Jr. Michelle Lemos. Michael McNeil. Kelly Ann McLaughlin. Michael Mahoney. Catherine Medeiros. Michael Maloney. Jennifer Michaud. Ryan Marazzi. Jamie Lee Martin. Michael Montalto. Congratulations, Kendall. Kendall Louise O'Day.
Good job. Congratulations. Hey, Mike, I didn't think you'd do it right.
No. Michael Murphy. Melissa Ann Paris.
Go. Good job.
Joseph No. Kristen Pelletier. Daniel Olilla. Jennifer Lee O'Brien.
Mark, congratulations.
Mark Peters. Rebecca Rufo. Alfred A. Quinton. Joe Reno. Kalina Skaman. David Reardon.
Congratulations.
Tara Ann Scola. Matthew Smith. Michelle Steen. Mark Solazzo. Caitlin Shagru. Jason Stark. Julie Swartout. Eric Swazinski. Kelly Victoria Tavares. Brian Williamson.
Thanks, buddy.
Laurie Vachon.
Congratulations, Michael.
Michael Whitney. Mary Ann Voltaggio. Jason Youngklaus. Kara Whedon. I would ask the senior class to please refrain from the beach balls so we can get on with this. Wolf. This is it. Congratulations. Good job. Eric Farrell.
And now to the members of the class of 2001, may the blessings of heaven be always upon you, and may every moral and social virtue cement you. Amen.
Where this journey will take us and whether our paths will ever cross again, no one can know for sure. We've been through good times and bad times together, experiences which have shaped us to be the people who we are today. Now, as we receive our diplomas, we are tempted to feel that we have reached our final destination and that our purpose is fulfilled. Yet in our quest to find and touch the future, our search for knowledge is just beginning. In the words of Sir Winston Churchill, this is not the end, it is not the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning.
our graduation just being one of many, we're done without the help of others. And as I look into the audience and see my friends, my fellow classmates, teammates, teachers, and parents, I feel I must thank you all, because if it was not for you, we would never be where we are today, nor continue to strive.
From them, learned to apply and to analyze, you have already begun to examine your character, your virtues, every choice that you make, to abhor apathy and selfish personal motives, to use power judiciously, perhaps reluctantly, to value the integrity of character, to role model it in a positive way. And if you write to us about your insights, your choices, all of your teachers will continue to learn. Thank you for your goodness, and thank you for being so respectful and kind and open to learn. I will miss you.